consensus of this is that I want you to really have more care with your time. It's your time. It's no one else's time. Hey you guys, how you doing? How's your mother, brother, sister, cousin? I hope you're doing well. Look, we're here for a good time, not a long time. You know the policy over here. So today, I'm gonna get straight to it because I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and I want to know if you've been thinking about a lot. If you've been thinking about it a lot lately, Lord Jesus, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, just fumbling over my words. I want to talk about time, right? Time is not your friend. Ultimately, I want you to come to the table and I want us to have a cohesive conversation around time not being your friend. And what I mean by that is I see a lot of entrepreneurs where they are in such a rush to get to the success piece. And really, if we stand back, you're like missing out on the process of the things that you need to learn, retain, and implement in your business, right? And what happens is I think that there's a false sense of urgency of success, right? So let's take some good examples that I just really recently just been like honing in on, right? Because I think if we have examples of what's really happening, that it might help you to pause a little bit. Now, let's be clear. There's a difference between burnout and not doing what you need to do to get to the work. And then there's another accessibility of assessing and quantifying successes and KPIs as you get into each space, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is Beyonce's launch with her hair products. Let's be clear. It's the most recent thing that it's been on my radar. And I was just digging a little bit. Did you know that it took her, I want to say I read somewhere, 4 years before she even brought this to the public, right? And I got to thinking, I was just like, how successful would our launches be? Our sales, aka the income we make, would be, right? If we like legitimately had more thoughtful thought processes around how we launch things to our audience, and our marketing. And let's be clear, marketing and branding are two different things, right? And I think what happens is that people are creating letting people know what's happening, but they're not really giving a thought process through what does an actual launch mean. A launch is not you posting one time about that conference that you plan on doing a month from now, right? A launch is not you telling people about the thing that you're about to sell, right? A full launch is having a thorough thought process of each area that you present your business at. So that's another piece, and that probably for another day is how do you show up in each one of these spaces? For Q2, I already made it up in my mind that I want to start communicating different on each platform, right? Right now, I ain't gonna hold you. I do post the same thing on all the platforms. But the reality situation is that every platform needs a little bit more care than I have been intending to it. And when I just tweak a little bit things, right? I've been writing more blogs, right? I've been seeing my SEOs go up, right? And I think that I probably would have had a higher success rate if I would have had more care of the time I put in to the launch, right? So I want to encourage you to know that you don't need to think about something in real time. That's another thing about time. Okay, let's talk about a second point here. I have a lot of people say, "Oh my goodness, Charese, you're always on social media. You're posting this, that, and the third." Baby, I ain't been on social media in about 2.5 seconds. Okay, it's been a minute because I have someone actually who schedules my post, right? And I think that a lot of you guys are posting stuff in real time, and I need y'all to stop it, right? Spending that kind of time just drains the things. You need to be precise. You need to have that full thought process, the plan that I keep saying over and over again. And I think that you would find more return on an investment. You would reap more benefits if you actually were more thoughtful with your time. The other piece, and the last point I want to make, is the consistency within your time. There is no entrepreneur, and I usually don't use definite words, but I'm going to stand 10 toes down on this one. There is no entrepreneur that I've ever worked with even myself, that has showed up consistently, right? That, and remember, many podcast episodes ago, we talked about consistency is the promise you make to your customers and even yourself, to be honest. In your consistency, right? And the more closer of the frequency of the consistency is that you get to see results and be able to analyze your data and be able to pivot and make sound decisions in your business, right? The more consistent you show up, right? I would say Tabitha Brown is a great example of that, right? She said that she started posting. Now, granted, it's been a 3-year span between her posting about the sandwich she got at Whole Foods and then went viral, right? But her consistency of showing up over and over and over again, right? How she got deals at Target, how she got um, clothing lines, how she's, different partnership brands and deals and a show for the kids, right? And within 3-year span, her showing up, right? But you struggling to get out of bed to make content. I mean, and I'm not saying that, trying to make light or it's not important for you not to get out the bed, right? Obviously, mental health is a real thing. And also, right, that I think a lot of times we're making excuses or barriers unto ourselves. And the reason why we're not seeing the results that we want to be yielded is we're not being consistent in how we show up and having the discipline and the courage and the tenacity to keep moving the needle forward. So ultimately, the consensus of this is that I want you to really have more care with your time. It's your time. It's no one else's time. Your success is contingent on your time and how you want to show up. So and as we go into Q2, the question I really pose to you is, what are you going to do with your time? All right. So we're going to go into church announcements, obviously. Okay, so we had a women's retreat. By the time you watch this, that would have passed. We actually are extending it out a little bit further because we're going to be adding some extra things to the retreat. So the new date is going to be in June. I'm going to give you the specific dates. And then also, listen, as we're talking about time and launching things, we also want to give you more information around the tour and the women's retreat and things of that nature. So I'm going to give you more information, not necessarily right now, but I do want you to put it on your radar and go ahead and lock in June as the month to be saving up those coins that you're getting for tax season so that you can attend the retreat. We're only going to have 15 women, 15 spaces for entrepreneurs that are looking to scale, understand, build out strategy for their business and to help them with their mindset so that you can elevate it and get to your bag, right? So I can't wait to see you guys and get more questions and all of those things. The other church announcement that I have is TTC Academy is opening up. And if you are interested in being part of the community, I suggest that you sign up. It is $24.99 a month. I'm also working on some workshops and things that you can do on your own. I guess it's more of a course class, not workshop. We use right words around here because words matter. And as we put that together, you'll get more information around that. So maybe you're like, oh, I don't really sign up for the community, Charese, but what I do want to do is maybe make sure that I'm setting up my business right. So the courses are going to be good for people who are beginning to first year in business. You just want to make sure that you're in compliance with the locality, you're in compliance with the state, the federal government, right? So sign up for your BOI, which is the beneficiary owner's information, and how to get your EIN, just like really some basic things that just will help you with success, how to price your products and services, right? So it's really going to be no more than 5 modulars. Still trying to figure out what the price is going to be for that, but it's going to be a good time. And I suggest that you probably sign up for it because it's going to really help you in your business. And I think I might add our journal in there. I wrote a journal last year, and I think that you should probably add it to that as well. So those are all the church announcements. I hope that you guys have a great day on purpose, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.